Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot Weekend Reading, Saturday 15th, Sunday 16th of April 2023. I know, get me. And I've just realised, glancing over there, that green jacket has now been on the door for about 3 weeks. I know, it's a quick turnaround in this household. Spick and span in every corner. We are using Tarot of the Old Path, or as it came to be known, Tarot of the Lockdown Haircuts. Woohoo! Okay. No comments about the smelly box today. Bird watching. I've got the cat. Oh, no, I can see one. Oh, we've got, what is that? It's kind of on the back end of it, so it could be a gull or it could be a crow. I can't even tell if it's what colour it is. We'll keep an eye out. So we do have a birdie. We got a birdie and oh, gone. Nobody in the hotel. I reckon they're doing a change around because there's nothing. The hanging rail is lonely and empty and devoid of underpants or blankets. Yeah, that's all there is to report. Okay. Now then, what do we need to know about? Minnie, what are you doing in here? Well, we needed to know that Minnie was in here because I didn't know that Minnie was in here. Where have you been hiding? Can you see her? I don't know if you can actually see. She's probably been doing stuff behind my back, hasn't she? Minnie Moo, can you wait a second? Can you wait a second? You can never wait a second. Cripes. Well, Minnie Moo, I don't know what to say. Minnie Moo. Come over here, sweetheart. You can join in a little bit. Right. Turd on the top lip, slightly. We've got the Ace of Swords in reverse with the Queen of Wands in reverse. Now then, and also that's quite nice actually, the Ten of Wands in reverse. We'll come to these in a mere moment. When you get the Ace of Swords in reverse, there's a bit of confusion. Now there will be because we're in the shadow period, I can tell because I can't talk properly, of Mercury retrograde, or Mercury retrograde as I sometimes call it. And it's confusing. There's cross wires, there may be just a sense of confusion. It doesn't feel to me like it's, well, there's two things. One, there's a generalised sense of confusion and we can work with that because, hey, you know, the world's quite a confusing place at the moment anyway. This lady, Queen of Wands in the reverse. Now, as a tarot reader, the Queen of Wands in reverse to me has a sort of special type feeling. And this will only be for a few of you, but this can be a feminine influence that's slightly meddlesome. You know, somebody who is trying to sort of externally stir your pot. You know, somebody who is, it can be anyone from like third party in romance to annoying woman at work. You know, it's in that kind of bracket, it's very broad, but it's a feminine influence that you just rather wasn't there. It's not astounding, it's not, you know, a massive thing, but it's definitely that feeling of, why are you sticking your finger in my pie, you know? Or getting on my grill, I think is what the children are saying these days, aren't they, Minnie? You would know, sweetheart. I'll let you out in a second, honestly. She thinks that she's missing out on food, which she is not. Ten of Wands in reverse, is it? It could be, just for one or two of you, have a bit of a blowout with this person. That you finally get it off your chest, because that's been coming up in the readings for ages. Either way, there's a release and a relief with this Ten of Wands. There's a feeling of letting go of some tension, okay? Letting go of tension can happen in one of two ways, really. It either happens like you've got a balloon and someone puts a pin in it, or someone gently lets it down. Now, which one is more satisfying? I'm not telling you to go shouting at people, though. It's just that a situation or a tension is going to be diffused. And essentially, in the end, and I still can't identify that bird, it's a good thing, okay? You may be the one to diffuse it with the pin, or you may be gently letting it down. I'll leave that up to you. Then we have the Knight of Swords. Look at that hat. That is fantastic. Look at that headgear. So, Minnie's going to get mad now because she thinks that other people are being fed. Knight of Swords is somebody being quite direct. You know, somebody saying it like it is. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be somebody from a group or organisation or just a friend. Could be anybody, or it could be you, of course. It can also be a message. It's a sense of sharpness, bluntness, and everything that the Ace of Swords in reverse wasn't. Okay? So something that is a bit tense and a bit confusing and a bit layered. Someone attempts to hack through it. And that's no bad thing, but it could be a bit clumsy, and that somebody could be you. If you're needing to have a conversation with somebody this weekend that is tactful and intricate and delicate and, you know, a matter of some jiggery pokery, I'd keep your mouth shut, really, because I'm not sure that's going to be too possible. If you have like really good mental powers and better ones than I have, and you can really emotionally control yourself around this person, work away. If they're the kind of person that triggers you, or if the situation triggers you, for example, for me, if it was dealing with someone who was a bit hoity, who was in a call centre, you know, and was, you know, lording it over me a little bit, I'd find that hard. I flash up really quickly when I'm speaking to people in a call centre, but I'm quite good at diffusing face-to-face situations. Who knows, you know? But if you feel that you will lose the run of yourself, avoid that situation if you can. Okay, just for the weekend, because it's a flashpoint. There's a bit of a flashpoint. And then here, 9 of Swords. That was me when I did my own hair during lockdown. This is what I wanted to like do to myself, I think, so that I could not be seen or go out. It was bad. It was bad when I did my own hair in lockdown. I mean, let me know, did you do your own hair in lockdown? It was sheer desperation on my part. Please don't go back, and you will now, and look at the videos. God almighty. I'm no hairdresser, and it gave me, seriously, an enormous amount of respect for my hairdresser, who I've used for 25 years, I think, at least. Oh, Minnie. I had a lot of respect for her before, but honestly, once I tried colouring and cutting, well, shredding my own hair off, by God, I was like, wow, you are Wonder Woman. So this is the 9 of Swords, and there's a sense here of tension. Again, this tension that's building is to do with Mercury retrograde, and it can't really be undone until Mercury retrograde happens. And also we do have an eclipse coming, and that will probably do it as well. Okay, so up until then, choose your moment carefully. Choose your battles wisely. Most of them aren't worth having. Now we're going to have an archetype card, and it may be that there are archetypes involved in this situation. Caroline Mace, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm nearly there, Minnie. I'm nearly there, sweetheart. I know you want to make some mischief, but you're just choosing your moment, aren't you? Oh, we're going to have 2. I like this. Okay. And boundaries have been a big thing for us, haven't they, recently and in the last few months? The first card we get, let me fiddly widdly biddly bop. Hey, Minnie. First one we get is the Rescuer. Isn't that beautiful? I think that's gorgeous. Light attributes provide strength and support to others in a crisis. Acts out of love with no expectation of reward. Okay, good. A shadow attribute of this archetype assumes that the rescued will reciprocate and keeps the rescued one needy. Now, you can find that the Queen of Wands in reverse is someone who has a touch of this, who wants to keep the tension going because they like this kind of the locked in argument that you've been having. Then we get, wrong camera, the Storyteller. Isn't this nice? The light attributes are the ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. And the shadow attribute, making up tales that harm others. I know, the shadow attributes are always so much more interesting than the light ones, aren't they? There may be an element of storytelling into how you diffuse this situation. You may have to talk around a subject rather than go in directly like the Knight of Swords. If you are a rescuer yourself, ask yourself, are you just trying to stop feeling uncomfortable? And it may be that we put into practice what we were talking about a while ago, where you just let the silence happen and you don't come in and rescue, because it's okay to feel uncomfortable and it's not always up to you to make a situation nice, okay? There's a storyteller in all of us, and sometimes our communication style can be more circuitous, and I think that's definitely the way to go. What an interesting reading. Leave me a comment, let me know, and let me know about your lockdown haircut attempts, and I'll see you on Monday. Namaste.